Good afternoon, all of you. Today we can deal about the reproduction. Yesterday we have seen the some part of reproduction, that is vegetative reproduction. In Riccia, it can reproduces by two methods. One is the vegetative reproduction and another is the sexual reproduction. The vegetative reproduction, it can be takes place by fragmentation, by adventitious branches, then by persistent growing apices, then at the tip of the rhizoids, then vegetative reproduction by the formation of tubers. Now today we can deal about the next part of reproduction, that is sexual reproduction. In case of the RICCIA, sexual reproduction, it can be takes place by formation of the male and female sex organs, and these male and female sex organs, they are born on the dorsal surface of the thallus. On the dorsal surface, here the thallus of RICCIA, like that. This is the thallus of RICCIA thallus, and on that thallus, on the median line, the sex organs, these spot-like structures are present, and they can shows the position of the sex organs. And the sex organs, that is male and female sex organs, they are formed. The male sex organ, it is called as the antheridium, and female sex organ, it is called as archegonium. And both these sex organs, they are present deeply in the thallus tissue, that is, and therefore the plant body, it is a gametophyte, and they are present deeply, or they are sunken in the thallus tissue in acropetal manner. Acropetal manner means the younger ones are near the tip and older are away from the tip, or they are present at the base of the thallus. And such type of arrangement of the sex organ, it is called as acropetal succession. The species of the RICCIA, they are heterothallic as well as homothallic. Heterothallic means the monoecious. Heterothallic means, hetero means different, and thallic means thallus. The sex organs, they are found on the different thalli. They are called as heterothallic sex organs. The male and female sex organs, they are formed on the different thalli. Such thallus is called as heterothallic thallus, or they are also called as dioecious. Dioecious means the male and female sex organs, they are found on the different thallus, that is antheridium as well as archegonium, they are found on the different thallus. The male sex organ is called as antheridium, and female sex organ in RICCIA, it is called as archegonium, and both the sex organs, they are embedded in the gametophytic tissue of the thallus. The RICCIA himalayensis and RICCIA personi, they are the homothallic, while some species of the RICCIA, they are homothallic, and they are also called as monoecious. That is, both the sex organs, they are formed on the same thallus. And the example of the monoecious species is the RICCIA robusta. RICCIA robusta, it is a monoecious species. The antheridium, it is a flask-shaped structure, and they can be present in the mid-dorsal line. This is the structure of the antheridium, and this antheridium, it is present in the gametophytic tissue of the thallus. The mature antheridium of RICCIA consists of few celled short stalk attached to the base of the antheridial body. This is the body of the antheridium, and at the base there is a stalk is present, and this is the antheridial chamber, and into that antheridial chamber a single antheridium they can be present, and there are many such chambers are present in the thallus, and into that thallus many antheridia they are also present. Each antheridium, it is a globular oval club shaped structure with the conical apex. This is the conical apex, and into that conical apex the antheridium it can be also present. It has this antheridial chamber, it has an opening and it is called as the ostiole. Ostiole is present at the tip, and body of the antheridium they can surrounds the single layered sterile cell. It is the jacket. Jacket is also present, and inner side of that there is the mass of androcyte mother cells. They can be also present, or they are also called as androgonial cells. And these, during the metamorphosis of the androcytes, the blepharoplast is also formed. This is the androcyte mother cells, and there are many such androcyte mother cells. They can be present in the antheridium, and during the metamorphosis of androcytes, the blepharoplast, that is one spot, arises in the cell or near the periphery of the protoplast and the blepharoplast it can elongate, and it forms the rod shaped structure. This blepharoplast it can elongates and forms the elongated or rod shaped structure, and at these androgonial cells there is a single nucleus is also present. Then this blepharoplast it can elongates and it can covers or it can forms or it can covers the 3/4 area of this cell, and then soon the nucleus which is present in inner side it becomes the appear a shape, a crescent shaped structure can be formed, and the androcytes it becomes spherical in shape. Later on the nucleus get closely united. This nucleus and this blepharoplast it can be unites with each other, and they can turn into a coiled structure is formed, and then the anthrozoids they can be also formed, and each anthrozoid it has the two long laterally inserted flagella, and their body can be also present, and this anthrozoid it is a motile structure can be also formed. Then later on the liberation of anthrozoids takes place during favorable conditions. The jacket cells, this is the jacket cells, and these jacket cells they can absorb the water, and when water is present in the form of rainwater as well as the dew water drops, they can be present on the surface of the thallus, and during that this water it can imbibe or absorb by the jacket cells, and then the jacket cell it can burst, and the mass of androcytes they can be liberated outside, and they can comes towards the archegonium or reaches towards the archegonium. Then structure of archegonium, this is the structure of archegonium. Each archegonium it is a flask shaped structure, and it has the mainly two parts, that is the upper part it is the neck part, it is the neck, and the lower basal swollen portion it is called as the venter of the archegonium, and each archegonium they are deeply embedded in the gametophytic tissue of the thallus, This is the upper photosynthetic region and this is the lower storage region of the gametophyte. And inner side of that there are such archegonia, they are embedded. Each archegonium, it is a flask shaped. Then at the basal it is a swollen portion, it is called as venter, and at the apex or above there is a pointed portion, it is called as neck. The neck contains the neck canal cells, and above that there is 4 cover cells are present, and the venter contains a single venter canal cell, and there is a egg is also present. Here is the egg is also present. Then here this is also the venter canal cell, that is feces cell means venter canal cell, they can be also present, and at the base there is a single spherical egg is also present. Then after such maturation of this archegonium, then fertilization can be takes place. How the fertilization can be takes place? At the time of fertilization, when archegonium is mature and when water is present, at that time the neck canal cells and venter canal cells, they which are present in these neck canals, these neck canal cells and venter canal cell, they becomes disintegrate or disorganized, and by disintegration of these neck canal cells and venter canal cells, they forms the mucilaginous substance, and these mucilaginous substance, it contains some chemicals or sugary substances, and then inner side of that there is a pressure can be increases, and these cover cells, they becomes open and they forms the open passage. Then around this already swim anthrozoids as well as the many anthrozoids, they can come near the neck of the archegonium. Then this sugary substance which can be present inside this archegonium, it can be comes outside, and these chemical substances, they can attract these spermatozoids or androzoids, and then many sperms, they can gather here. Only one, they the number of the anthrozoids, they can enter in this, but only one, they get fuses with the egg, and the male nucleus along with the female nucleus, they get fuses, and fertilization can be takes place. And the product of fertilization, that is a diploid zygote, is formed in the venter of the archegonium. In this way, the sexual reproduction can occur in the Riccia plant.